Coming up next to our stage, very, very special guy, very, very funny guy. One of my, I know I definitely call a lot of these comics special, and they are. Special to the scene, special to the city. But my next comic is very, very special to me. He's one of my best friends in the entire world. I usually say he's the David Spade to my Chris Farley. This week he's the donkey to my Shrek. Y'all give it up for Jared Pearce.
So while I get situated, Trey started tonight by saying that all big dudes are good at eating pussy.
Hey, you're goddamn right they are.
Yeah, hell yeah. Not that I would.
Yeah.
Right. But Chris then said that medium-sized dudes are medium good. I just want to set the record straight. Little dudes, small dudes, we're fucking excellent, motherfucker. We are perfection at eating pussy. I will.
I just clapped. It's real.
So tonight I'm going to preach. So I need my stand back. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, Falsey. So, I want to glue a bunch of Bibles to a leather strap so that I have a Bible belt. I put a bunch of Bibles in a room together. Now I have a Bible group. I want to take a poll of Bibles. That way I have a Bible study. I want to make a pile of Bibles, go to a college lecture, so that it's Bible school. I want to write one part of a song based on God's texts. I'd write a Bible verse. Alright, enough Bible punishment.
Amen.
Alright, so you guys, life is pretty crazy. You hear some fucked up stories. You read any given news article. It's pretty crazy. I guarantee you the Bible has something 10 times more fucked up, and if you don't believe me, we're going to take a little journey down through the Bible. We're going to start tonight in Deuteronomy, pretty early in. Deuteronomy 28:53 says, "Because of the suffering that your enemy will inflict on you during the siege, you will eat the fruit of the womb, the flesh of the sons and daughters that God has given to you." What the fuck, God? You're telling me that not only is my city going to be intact, everyone I know is going to be laid to waste. Those of us that survive are going to have to eat our own kids? I think we might just be a sick joke to him. Let's keep reading and find out. How many of you guys are fans of Assassin's Creed?
Woo!
Woo, alright, no one. Who's familiar with Assassin's Creed? Alright, there we go.
There we go.
I've got someone to top any assassin in that franchise. This gentleman was sent by the Israelites to take back the kingdom in the name of the Lord. See, this guy named Moab had taken them over, right? Come into Jerusalem, set up camp. This guy is a world-renowned assassin. He's sent to the Israelites. He's well known as a left-handed duelist, which means he would carry his sword on his right hip. But this day, he sneaks into the castle of Moab through the guards with his sword on his left hip.
Ooh.
Ooh. Different hip, no one checked. So, his solution to this bad King Moab, who, by the way, it said 3 books earlier, is super fat. Like, we haven't touched on the whole fat thing since, but 3 books later it comes up. And here's where. You see big old fat King Moab sitting on his throne, and this guy says, "Hey, I got a message that only your ears can hear. You ready?"
Yeah.
And the king's like, "Fuck yeah, I'm ready. Everybody, get out of this room. Fuck you." So this assassin is alone with King Moab, and his secret message is, "Hey, fuck you, I've got a sword." To which King Moab says, "Okay." So he proceeds to take said sword, jam it so far into dude's belly that he literally loses the sword. And then runs out of the kingdom.
What?
That's the story. I just think that'd make an excellent Assassin's Creed game. I like it. I'd play the shit out of that mission. So later, this guy is preaching in the name of the Lord. And he's going out. He's going out and around, and he's leaving his hometown for the first time to go preach the Word of God. And on his way out of town, this group of 50 teenagers comes out of the woods, and they've been playing all day. They're all muddy. They're like, hey, let's go make fun of this guy now. Right? Like kids do, because they're fucking bastards. They are. Kids are bastards. Fuck them. Woo! That's right. You have kids. Yeah. So these kids come out, they start making fun of this guy. And their biggest insult, like the only actual insult we hear in the Bible, is, go on up, you bald head. You're telling me these 13-year-olds can't come up with anything else? Little twin, how offended are you if I go, hey, bald head? So this guy's solution is, hey, God, help me. So God does, you guys. God's like, oh shit, yeah, that's valid. Fuck these kids. So God sends 2 female bears, 2 she-bears, as they're called in the Bible. 2 she-bears come out of the woods. And you know what they do? They eat 42 of the kids. God's whole message, hidden right there in this book. Don't fuck with bald people. I'm Jared Pearce. Thank you.
Y'all give it up for Reverend Jared Pearce, everybody.